Hey guys, here we are at the end of another week. It's spring, but it's pouring with rain outside. This wrap's taking place in the car. It's time for our weekly wrap-up. Earlier this week, an artificial intelligence startup called HyperAnna raised their seed round from Reinventure and Airtree, $1.25 million. During my Blackbird AMA a couple of months ago, I mentioned artificial intelligence as something that's really exciting in the technology space, and it's great to see this early stage business get funded. Shoes of Prey, which is an Australian founded business, has decided to pull back on its omni-channel strategy after launching offline retail stores with Nordstrom and David Jones. These guys at Shoes of Prey have raised over $25 million from some very big investors, including Khosla Ventures, Greycroft and Blue Sky Funds. And while many people will look at this as a failure for Shoes of Prey pulling out of physical stores, this is the challenges of growing a global startup. For those of us who have been inside startups and have grown global startups, we know that it's a roller coaster ride with ups and downs. You can't be afraid of trying new things, and some will succeed, some will fail, but you need to take it all in your stride and focus on the end goal. So for the crew at Shoes of Prey, I wish you luck on the next stage of growth for the business. I know it would have been a tough decision, but it's time to continue to look forward. I wanted to just have a brief chat about founders and founders sharing the stories of their startup journey. This week, the CEO of CultureAmp, Didier, who I've known for many years, shared his story about the 7-year overnight success that is CultureAmp. I think it's fascinating, and I think it's brilliant that founders are sharing what's going on inside their mind while they're scaling their business. It's great not only for their team to understand what's going on in the mind of their leader, but it's also great for up-and-coming founders to hear how others have had challenges. So jump onto the Twitter handle below and check out Didier's post about the 7-year overnight success, hustle, meeting his founders and landing Adobe. The last business I wanted to touch on in today's weekly wrap is Safety Culture. I met the CEO and founder Luc Anier about 3 or 4 years ago, back when they were a small startup, and this week they announced a $30 million raise. In the same way that Didier from CultureAmp is sharing stories, Luc has also shared a story about the capital raise journey. This particular article, Luc talks about his journey towards Index Ventures leading their $30 million round at $160 million valuation. As you read the post, you feel like you're actually in the London office of Index Ventures, the way that Luc articulates it. I think it's fantastic that Luc shared this story. Congratulations to him, the entire team at Safety Culture, Blackbird Ventures, the other shareholders and Index. If you want to have a read of Luc's story, check out this Twitter handle, find the Medium article where he posted the story. Got to finish off this weekly wrap with all those people who freaked out when Marc Andreessen, partner of Andreessen Horowitz, started following them on Twitter this week. I don't know why people freaked out. Maybe it's because he was having a Twitter break. Maybe it was because he's a partner of one of the leading VC firms in the world. I don't know, but it was a lot of fun.
Alright, that's the end of another week. Hopefully spring comes back next week. Hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.